It's a great question because so much pricing research is done where people want to talk to payers, and essentially anyone who could loosely be described as a payer and can fog a mirror and is prepared to talk to us is corralled into the pricing research, and very often people are talking to the wrong payers. So we spend a bit of time talking about who payers are, the different types of payer, and who we should be talking to according to the type of product. So it's a bit like a food chain. Just as you have an apex predator, you have an apex payer in many countries. So they're often a central, appointed by central government, nationwide responsibility, an apex payer. And then beneath that you have intermediate payers. Those can be payers who are involved with hospital formularies or regional formularies or whatever, and there'll be a number of those. So those are intermediate payers. And then I guess beneath those you have prescribers, and people will immediately say, well, prescribers aren't payers. But of course, very often in some countries, payers will push prescribing budget down to doctors, who will then be making decisions on how to spend those budgets. And so under those circumstances, the prescriber becomes a payer. And then we have the patients. And again, people will say, well, patients are not payers, but of course they can be. There are lifestyle drugs that patients have to pay for out of pocket. In many developing countries, patients are paying for expensive pharmaceuticals out of pocket. And in some circumstances, there can be very big cost shares. For example, in the US, for expensive pharmaceuticals, often patients are paying 20–30% of the cost, and if they won't pay that, the pharmaceutical doesn't get used. And so under those circumstances, the patients, I beg your pardon, are payers. And so which of those payers we need to talk to, is something we have to decide. And very often we have to talk to more than one of them. So understanding the different types of payers is critical.